My name is Andrea. My name is Andrea. My name is Andrea. I'm from a small town called DeRouter, and I was brought up in a house where it was my grandmother and my grandfather, and they both basically raised me. And back then I was a little bald-headed baby, so they used to feed me pinto beans and stuff. And every day my grandma used to tell me how much she loved me, and she always used to tell me that that little red thing in your mouth is gonna get you in trouble. And I used to go up under the house when I was little and play and stuff, and under there I used to smoke cigarettes, but my granddaddy and them didn't know that. And then sometimes when my granddad and my grandma wanted to potty, they used to have a big wash pot. They used to fry fish because my grandma used to fish all the time. And boy, they play all the old songs and stuff. And we sit there and listen to it. Grandma used to make her homemade peach ice cream and all them wonderful things. And she used to always sit with me up under the weeping willow tree and tell me how much she loved me. And during that time, I got molested and I got raped. I had my kids too, cause I always said I wasn't gonna treat my kids like my mama treated me. I'm a mother, cause I was gonna show them love, because my mama never did show me love. And when I was 9 years old, she sent me across the street and I got hit by a car. I could have died. I was in a coma for a week. My name is Andrea. And then that was the first time that I died. And then the second time I died was when I had my brain aneurysm. The doctor gave me 2 years to live, so I had to make up my mind whether or not I wanted to live for my kids, so I did. Faith, and then after that I became homeless. I was homeless for 4 years. And God came down and talked to me. He told me he wanted me to preach to his people. And during that time I just got myself wrapped up in God, and I joined this art program. It's called Artworks 945 with Urban Ministries, which is a Christian organization, and they feed the homeless. So every day I used to go there and paint and everything, and I met people like Nathan Parker and Tommy Robinson. Cause they inspired me, and Lawrence, he inspired me too, cause that's why he was a very special friend of mine. And he always told me if you wanted to lead good, you got to do good things and become a leader. And he always told me I needed to love my parents and my family too. So from there I was on stage singing songs and stuff, and people loved to hear me sing. And I was doing R&B, and then after that I did commercials, and I did galleries all over the place. And I just stayed with God. I stuck with what God said, because God loved me for who I am, having faith in God. And during that time, I made like 29 artists up under me when I was homeless. And so my thing is, I want to continue to give back to the homeless people. My name is Andrea. Let them know that God loved them for who they are, and they should believe that God is going to end homelessness, because God is using all of them to become preachers and singers. So what we fail to realize is that God loves us for who we are, and we need to do His will and make Him first in our life. And that's how we get blessed, and that's how blessings come. So I just want to let you know that if you see somebody homeless on the street, give them a piece of bread. And faith is helping other people. My name is Andrea. And faith is helping other people. My name is Andrea. And faith is helping other people. My name is Andrea. I lived in abandoned houses, and every night I used to pray before I go to the abandoned house that God would protect me and keep me safe during the night. During the daytime, I used to walk around and panhandle money so I could get me some food for the day. And then I always met up with my friends that was homeless with me too. And at night, we used to get them to come and stay with us in the abandoned house too. And in the daytime, I used to go and get a shower at the Urban Ministries. And I got closer and closer to what an artist was. An artist is a vessel that God created. My name is Andrea. And they got creativity inside of them. So basically, I was like every level of my talent. I was, my name is singer, actor, poet, and paint. So I just stayed close to my talent. My name is Andrea. And during that time, I met a lot of people that was homeless, and I used to talk about God to them every day. And my name is Andrea. We would walk along and party and have a good time and just sit around in the graveyard until it got nighttime. My name is Andrea. We go back to the abandoned house. And sometimes I used to be scared, but I asked God to keep me safe during this time and to be with me the whole time. And so then I went back to the house one night and I fell and broke my leg. My name is Andrea. I was homeless with a broken leg, so it was like real hard for me to get around. So during that time, that's when that lady came along and she told me, my name is Andrea, that Andrea, I'll help you to get a shower or whatever. And then after that, that's when she called me and told me that my apartment had come through. So then after that, God had blessed me abundantly. He blessed me with $7,000 and an apartment. And that was a place where I could teach my students and stuff that was homeless. My name is Andrea. And my goal is to open a building so I can help homeless artists to be what they need to be. And they can use painting as a way to express themselves. And I also want to sell their work. But this is to everyone in the world. My name is Andrea. That we love God like we should, and we should feel sorry for one that's less fortunate than us. And we should try to do all we can to help them and to let them know that, you know, they not the only person in this world and they have God. My name is Andrea. Do that sound right? I was homeless. My name is Andrea. A team player. My name is Andrea. I have a lot of dreams in my life that I want to try to achieve. My name is Andrea. I want to end the plight of homelessness. I want to open a building to help homeless artists. And I'm an actress. And you know, still every now and then I like going down to the soup line to get me some food, because that lets me know that I'm not no better than nobody else. But it also lets me know where I came from and how I became to exist. And so, you know, during that time I learned about a lot of leaders that was on the street, and they fed me during that time, and they gave me scriptures that I could read. And that's how I became a leader. And I'm a singer. I used to sing all the time, sing gospel songs and stuff. And my name is Andrea. And to me it felt better to be around homeless people instead of being around my own family, because I know they was my family too. And we are not no better than nobody else, because I learned this one thing. I had a good job that was paying me good money, and I used to sit around and laugh at homeless people. So that's basically how I became homeless. And I feel like we should laugh at homeless people because it can happen to us too. So I feel like we should love one another and do what God wants us to do. And anybody that's less fortunate than us, we need to help them the best way we can. My name is Andrea. We used to go and Tim used to go and cash checks so that we can. My name is Andrea. In the abandoned house that we stayed in, and all of us had a good time. We used to drink beer and everything, conversate with each other, sing and stuff like that. And so, you know, I used to do a lot of walking when I was homeless. But during that time, as I was walking, I got closer to God, and you know, I told God what it is that I wanted out of my life, and God told me which direction He wanted me to go in. So my name is Andrea. I just kept walking and walking and walking and walking. You know, I got tired of being homeless, and
My name is Andrea.
I used to sleep outside on the concrete, and the concrete was just like being in hell. You know, when you lay down on it, it was just like
My name is
you was panicking real bad. And you know, it was so hard to sleep on. I used to take cardboard to lay it down on the concrete so I could sleep on there.
My name is
You know, I used to think about my family while I was homeless, and I was like, why my family couldn't help me to get another place to live. But you know, I realized that all the homeless people was my family because they helped me. They used to give me something to drink, somewhere to live, or live at night and stuff. And
My name is Andrea.
so one day I went into this abandoned apartment, and when I went in there, the police busted in. They had a gun. They put a gun on me, and they told me
My name is Andrea.
I wasn't allowed to be on their property. So I went downtown to jail. So you know, by me going to jail, sometimes that had me.
My name is Andrea.
Gave me a place to sleep at night. I slept in the jail, sometimes in hospitals and stuff. I was so tired from walking all the time from being homeless that, you know, I told God what my dreams and my ambitions was. But see, when you living for God, God gonna say exactly what He wants you to have, cause it's in the Bible. He always said He gonna feed you and give you everything you need. So I just kept on going, and you know, I said to myself, it's gonna be a change in my life, because this direction that I was going to be as an artist.
My name is
And you know, I love being an artist. I wanted everybody to love being an artist also. But you know, I used to cry all the time for being homeless. I cried every day of my life because, you know, I used to get tired of panhandling and getting tired of going to jail all the time for sleeping in abandoned buildings and stuff. But you know, I held on and kept on going and doing as I was supposed to do, and you know, I said it's gonna be a change one day. I just got to keep on hanging on. So you know, I go back down to the ministry. Everybody's still down there smoking and doing what they got to do and stuff. And I got stabbed one day because this girl, she was very jealous of me because I made the newspaper and I was doing a lot of stuff with my artwork, and she just called me stupid all the time. So I punched in her face, and that day I punched in the face, she started stabbing me in my back. I could have died.
My name is Andrea.
But I was standing up with blood coming out of my body and stuff. But God said that He wasn't gonna let me die. So, you know, I just kept right on going, even though I got stabbed from that situation that was going on at the urban ministry. You know, I wasn't gonna let it stop me from doing what I got to do.
My name is Andrea.
So, you know, just kept right on going. And in the end, I got my own apartment.
My name is Andrea.
And I became a fantastic artist that people love to know. And you know, that's my thing. I always give people
My name is
love.
Andrea.
And you know, they give me love back in return.
My name is Andrea.
I think now, since I've been around other artists, that, you know, they've been nice to me and treated me nice like I'm supposed to be treated. And
My name is Andrea.
you know, for a long time I used to work jobs that wasn't good for me. So, you know, I took it. I finally found something that I really like doing. And as an artist, like I said, you become a vessel from God, and you got to do God's will. It's not about you anymore, it's about God. There's so many people in this world that's starving and they don't have a place to live or none of that. My heart goes out to them.
My name is Andrea.
Because we need to learn to make a change. Because we get so tied up in our automobiles, our houses and stuff, that we fail to realize it's people that's less fortunate than us. And they need help too. They need for us to get them blood too. And I think that's what we should do. When we come in contact with a person, we should get them love, because see, that's what God will want for us to do.
My name is Andrea.
And just like I said, you know, I want what God got for me, and He gonna give it to me, cause I'm a faithful servant of His.
I don't know how that turned out. My name is Andrea.